We are in the midst of a transfer window and things have been a little quiet on the incoming front. Whilst there have been links to players, Thuram being the noticeable one, things have been very quiet with regards to anything progressing. In today's video we'll discuss Klopp's plea to Liverpool owners, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Fabio Carvalho has not been short of potential suitors for next season, but he is now closing in on a loan move to Germany. Immediately after the close of the season, Carvalho's future was thrown into the headlines after his debut campaign ended with just 638 minutes across 21 appearances. The 20-year-old and the club were both prepared to listen to offers, which did not take long with RB Leipzig at the front of the queue. Their initial offer was dismissed as disrespectful in the region of £10 million, with Liverpool eager to only listen to loan proposals for a player they see as a future starter. However, the DFB Pokal holders have returned back to the table again, this time with the loan offer, and it is pretty much a done deal. Fabio Romano stated today, RB Leipzig and Liverpool are closing in on a Fabio Carvalho deal on loan until the end of the current season. Clubs are now working on final details to get it done by next week. I understand the deal does not include a buy option clause at this stage. Carvalho will be eager to avoid the lack of minutes that befell him at Liverpool, and Leipzig can also offer him Champions League football after their third place finish. He has not hidden his desire for an opportunity to shine after taking a backseat role in Liverpool's season, and the hope is Leipzig will prove the right place to do just that. Leipzig are notorious for working with and nurturing young talent, and manager Marco Rose could be the right fit for Carvalho, with his playing side style described as emotionally hungry and being active. Just a quick one guys before we get back in the video, we're currently doing £5 off of all our Liverpool t-shirts, and we have got brand new designs on the website, so do browse the collection by going to copyclothing.com or going down into the link in the description. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. As we mentioned in the intro, things on the incoming front have gone rather quiet for Liverpool as of late. After the Alexis McAllister announcement, fans expected multiple transfers to follow imminently, with a host of midfielders being linked to the club in the form of Thuram, Kone, Vega and much more. However, recently we have seen reports state that Liverpool could sign just one more midfielder, that likely to be Thuram, and then calling it for the summer despite the club losing 3 midfielders on free transfers at the end of last season. This has now started to get fans disgruntled as Liverpool were promised a major overhaul this summer, and if the club want to compete for the title, they need way more than 2 or 3 more players. It is claimed Klopp will have to plea with FSG to get more funds made available, so we can really create a team that can rival Manchester City next season. However, many state the American owners won't supply the funds, so it could just be an impossible dream. In other news, only 3 clubs in next season's Premier League have frozen their season ticket prices, with Liverpool one of the 17 to have announced an increase. But of those 17 clubs, Liverpool have implemented the lowest average increase at 2%. It comes after 8 consecutive years in which the club had frozen season ticket prices, with a statement in March explaining the decision was due to significant rising costs. Liverpool stressed that they did not take the decision lightly, with an open and honest discussions involving the supporters board leading to the call to limit the rise. A report from The Athletic details prices across the Premier League, with Brentford, Chelsea and Tottenham the only clubs to opt for a freeze. The highest average increase came from Nottingham Forest, whose season tickets are 20% more expensive for the new campaign. Fulham at 18% and Aston Villa at 15% make up the top 3, and incredibly, Everton are next with a 10% increase. Next are Bournemouth 9.7%, Burnley 8% and West Ham with 6%, with 7 clubs Wolves, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Luton, Manchester City, Manchester United and Sheffield United all seeing an increase of 5%. Brighton have increased their season ticket prices by 4% on average, with Newcastle just above Liverpool with a 3% rise. Fulham attracted major criticism for their fans with the introduction of the £3,000 season tickets, which is the most expensive league-wide. Liverpool's most expensive adult season ticket is £886, with the 10th highest across the Premier League, with 6 other clubs, Tottenham, Arsenal, Newcastle, West Ham, Man City and Manchester United, breaking the £1,000 mark. However, Liverpool's cheapest adult season ticket is the fourth most costly in the league at £699, behind only Arsenal, Tottenham and Chelsea. Other clubs have taken further measures to increase prices, such as Forest scrapping concessions for 18 to 23 and over 75s, and Man United reducing their senior discount from 50% to 25%. Liverpool, fortunately, have done so much thing, with the club pointedly freezing prices for juniors and local general sale. The cheapest general sale ticket price remains £9 in the main stand-upper, which is the lowest of the Premier League. Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott started their under-21 Euros campaign on the perfect note, but it came at the price of fellow Red in Georgia. Unbelievably, football remains on the schedule despite it being nearly the end of June, and Liverpool's pre-season starting in a little over 2 weeks' time. 3 Reds were in action on Thursday for the opening group game of the under-21 Euros. 2 made the starting 11 but for the opposite teams. Curtis Jones started for Lee Carsley's England, while Velitsa Jaros was named in goal for Czech, and the two went head-to-head in a Group C clash. The young Lions were initially on the back foot, not the scoreboard reflected that, as England emerged as 2-0 victors thanks to second-half goals from Jacob Ramsey and Emmanuel Smith-Rowe. Both Jones and Jaros played the full 90 minutes for their respective side, while Elliott was introduced in the 89th minute for a brief cameo. Notably, Jones played the match on the left of a double pivot in midfield, next to Angel Gomez, and was heavily involved as England won their first opening game at the under-21 Euro since 2009. Jones said after the game, "It's the perfect way to start. It's always good to win your first game. We've got a good team that ability-wise and talent-wise is one of the best I've seen. It's hard to put us all in one team. I just get on the ball, I turn and there's lads there and I can trust it's easy." While the perfect start for Jones and Elliott, who will meet Israel next Sunday, it came at a cost for Jaros, who will now be eyeing a victory in Czech's second group game against Germany. It was the first competitive game for the Reds goalkeeper since October, having found himself out of favour during his loan at Stockport following a 2-month injury. He is unsure of what is in store for the future, but admitted he's open to anything. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has expressed his gratitude to Liverpool supporters in an emotional farewell message after 6 rollercoaster years at Anfield. Crippling injuries that robbed him of the opportunity to have a bigger influence on Jurgen Klopp's side may be the first thought when it comes to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's Liverpool career. But while he was never quite able to recover and work his way back into the side, he leaves Anfield with moments to cherish and as much loved member of the squad. From goals against Manchester City and that finish against Genk, the midfielder was central to igniting Klopp's Liverpool, and he should be remembered as such. For the 29-year-old though, it is the consistent support throughout his 6 years at the club that he'll never forget. He said in a video message, "Through the highs and lows and everything in between, thank you for everything, you'll never walk alone. Where do we start? It's just by saying thank you. Thank you for being there to share some incredible moments together, for the part you played in the success we had, and most of all for helping to create some unforgettable memories together. There have been setbacks along the way, but each time I did everything I could do, come back stronger to wear the red shirt again. I know you were behind me every step of the way, for that I'll always be grateful. Winning the Premier League and the Champions League and everything that followed across Europe around the world was special, but those 2 parades seeing you all flooding the city with red is an experience that I'm honoured to have been a part of. I leave a different man to the one who joined 6 years ago, and these moments I now get to share with my son as he grows. It's been an unforgettable journey with you, but now it's time to come to an end. So once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for allowing me to have been a part of your club, and for everything you have done and everything you have gave to me and my family. Thank you for your support on my journey over the last 6 years." His post was meant with plenty of love from his now former teammates, who may come up against him in the future after he insisted he still has plenty to prove. Liverpool fans, how many players do you think the club need to sign this summer? Let me know a number and what positions down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copyclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.